Hello everybody, this is Finch from Dota Inside and FlipSide Tactics, bringing you another episode of Dota for Dummies. This episode I'm going to talk about the jungle and what you kind of need to know. I'm not going to go into specifics on how to jungle because that's going to vary from hero to hero, and those videos are out there. But for this video, I'm going to be Nature's Prophet because why not talk about a tree man when you want to talk about trees? Yeah, so you got my tree buddies here. So we're just hanging out, we're waiting for the creeps to spawn. First thing you need to know, jungle creeps spawn at the beginning of the game at 30 seconds. So you can see the clock here is ticking up. When you get to 30 seconds, you're going to see each of these camps spawn with their creeps. Creeps from the base spawn right here at 30, and will also spawn at 1 minute. Oh, looks like Nature's Prophet's already going ahead and killing everything. So, as far as creep camps go, this camp right here, for the Radiant side, is a large creep camp. So the large, there's going to be different types of creeps are going to spawn in different areas. The Radiant and the Dire side jungle are going to be the same things. I guess it'd be better to draw this way. Are going to be, they're each going to have 2 large camps, 2 medium camps, and a small camp, and they're always going to be the same. So for the, this is Radiant side jungle. This camp right here is going to be the large camp. Right here, these birds, I think they're called wild wings. They are considered kind of a large creep camp. You'll see things like the Satyrs, things like the Troll Warlord. They're going to be spawning here in the large camp. The next camp you need to worry about is the small camp, which is going to be over here. Now these creeps are going to be the easiest to kill. They're going to give you the least amount of money. A lot of times when you play a jungle type hero, you're going to be starting in the small camp and then moving your way forward. It's hard to kill the larger creeps right away. Next camp up for the Radiant side, this right here is going to be a large camp. You can see here the Satyr, and I think it's Satire, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Giant purple guy. Giant purple guy is considered a large creep. They're going to be right here. Now one fun fact to know when it comes to Hand of Midas and things like that, these big purple dudes that I just killed are worth the most amount of experience, and as well as the Troll Warlord guys. They're the 2 highest level creeps, and if you use your Hand of Midas on them, you're going to get that increased, you know, levels and that kind of stuff from them. The Wildkins and the the Centaurs, they're kind of a step below, but they're also going to spawn at the large creep camps. So it's kind of a fun fact in case you're curious. Next camp over here, this is a medium creep camp, and so you can see these guys aren't as difficult as the large camp, but they're kind of in the middle. And then lastly, the last one you need to know, I'll take this shortcut. This camp here is also a medium creep camp, so you're going to see things like the alpha wolves are going to be spawning in the middle. Sooner or later you're going to learn what creeps spawn where and when and things like that. So that takes care of the Radiant side. So you got large creep camp, small creep camp, medium, medium. So that's easy, straight to the point. As far as ancients go, this is where the ancients are. Now, ancients are going to be the highest level creeps, so we'll make some trees. The ancients for the Dire side are going to be over here by the Roshan pit, and Radiant or creeps or ancients are for the Radiant side are going to be over here on top of this cliff by the middle lane. So that is kind of what you need to know as far as ancients go. They're going to give you the most amount of gold. A lot of times you're going to be stacking these and killing these for your carry, that kind of stuff. So they're there. Kill them when you can. They're going to respawn every minute like all the other jungle creep camps do. At the top of the minute, so right here it's 3:30, they don't spawn. That's only the very first one, but it's at the top of every minute. So at 4 minutes, everything over here is going to respawn. So I'll head over to the Dire side now in case you're on the Dire side. This camp over here on the far left is a large creep camp on this side. You can see we have the Wildkins again. We're going to knock them out real quick. So 4 minutes, so we'll back off. You want to be blocking it, and there they spawn. So this is a Troll Warlord guy I was talking about. I guess he's considered a dark troll, but he's also, him and the giant pink guy are the same, kind of the highest level as far as jungle creeps go. This camp up here, which people will be pulling into the lane, is a medium camp, so you're going to see things like the mud golems in this camp. No one likes mud golems, but so we're going to take them out as quick as possible. The next medium camp is going to be over here in the kind of the southern portion of the Dire jungle, and then you'll see the small camp. Actually, I'm not sure why I'm killing these. It's not important, but you see the small camp is up here.
Your mid tower's coming apart.
A lot of times, same thing. You're gonna be starting in the small camp when you jungle, and then lastly, another giant pink guy. So those, obviously this is the large camp. So dire side, you can see it's the same thing. There's 2 large camps, there's 2 medium camps, and there's 1 small camp. So large, over here, large, medium, medium, small. So that was kind of just about it for jungle, and as far as that goes, as far as when they respawn, they're going to respawn at the top of the minute, so everything just respawns 5 minutes in. That's always good to know, because if you're playing a jungle type hero, you need to know when things are going to respawn and that kind of good stuff. You know, I'll come up here and I'll go ahead and I'll stack this camp. So another tactic you're going to be doing is going to be stacking and pulling. As far as supports and when to do it and where to do it, I can make a video about that specifically, but as far as the opportunity of stacking and just kind of why you need to know what stacking is and when to do it. So what you want to do is you have, you know, these ancients here. Say I'm just get here, I'm gonna be able to kill them. I can't kill them quick enough, so you're gonna wait until it's at 53. So 5 minutes and 53 seconds. Oh, did it too early. Let's see if we can still get it. Pull it away. Alright, so it actually worked. So at 53 seconds, pull it. I almost screwed it up. If you come back this way, you'll see there's a nice stack. So now we have twice as many of the ancients. Now this works for all of the jungle camps, wherever you need to be. They're all going to be the same. You're going to want to pull it at 53, and that'll be just enough time. You attack it, you run away, and then the second set will spawn. A lot of times if you're pulling this camp here into your creep wave, you're going to want to stack it first and then do that. But like I said, I'll make a video specifically about stacking and pulling and when and where to do it as a support. But as far as jungle timing and things like that, it's really good to get in a habit of killing this small camp before the 1 minute mark. So, you know, at the minute mark it respawns and you're able to kill that right away. Also too, if you're farming and you know, okay, I can kill this thing, I want to make sure I can kill it and then clear everything else out and then get back to it when it respawns. It's just, that's how you increase your farm, is by paying attention to when things are respawning and all that kind of good stuff. The last giant thing you need to remember is Roshan. Roshan is not really a creep, but he is still on a timer on when he can and cannot respawn and things like that. So we'll go in here and we'll take out Roshan. So he is in here at the start. He's at the very start of the game. He's in his little cave. You kill him. The one thing to remember about Roshan is he respawns within 10 minutes of the kill time, and he'll show back up. The third Roshan death is going to be the time when he drops the Aegis of the Immortal and the cheese. The cheese is going to refill your health and mana instantly. But the first 2 times he gets killed, you're just going to get the Aegis. So there we go. Rosh died. So at 17 minutes and 35 seconds, we're going to see another Roshan appear. Just take my word for it. I'm not going to sit here and wait for him. You guys can give it a try next time you have a game. That kind of about wraps up this video on jungling and neutrals. I'll make a video later on about stacking and pulling as a support player, but as far as the jungle goes, it's good to know what size creep camp is going to be where and when. A lot of times if you're a support, you might not be able to kill the large camp over here, but you might be able to kill the small camp. So you need to kind of know where they're going to spawn and that kind of stuff. If you're playing someone like Enchantress or Chen, in which you want to take over creeps, you need to know which creeps to take control of. You don't want to take a guy from the small camp. You want to grab, say, a centaur or something good, or a troll from the large camps, because obviously those are going to be a little bit better. They have more hit points, they have better abilities, all that kind of good stuff. So you need to know where they spawn and pay attention to that. And as far as timers go, at the top of the minute, when you want to stack something, 53 is the time you want to do it. Alright, so that wraps up today's video. If you guys have any questions, comments, please let me know over on FlipSideTactics.com. You can also find me on Dota Insight. Just let us know some feedback.